Well, good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you all to our State of the City and our Peak Business Awards, our Peak Awards evening. It's really my honor to stand in front of you tonight and update you on the state of Riverton. Before I do, though, I want to thank a few individuals who have contributed so greatly to the current state of our city. It's through their collective efforts that we are in the enviable position that we are today. First, I want to thank our city council members for all their hard work in the creation of a clear vision and a plan for the future. Leadership is a function, I believe, of an articulated vision and then an unwavering persistence in the actualization of that vision. Your Riverton elected officials have created for the first time a city vision and a mission statement, coupled with 8 key strategic priorities. This year, we said goodbye to 2 of our council members Tingey and Johnson, and we say welcome to 2 new council members, Councilmember Wells and Councilmember McDougall. I also want to thank our state elected officials, our school board members, administrators, and all of our community leaders and teachers. Your work is very instrumental in our success, and thank you for being here tonight. Thank you to our first responders and the members of the armed services, Gold Star families, for all of your service. Your work in the protection of life, liberty, and property is arguably the most important function of government. You not only keep our community safe, but also provide us with a level of protection that makes all of our economic and social endeavors possible. A big thank you to our exceptionally hardworking staff and all of our employees who work so tirelessly to run the day-to-day operations. As mayor and with the help of the city council, we can create goals and we can plan for the future or attempt to do that. However, it takes a special team to make those plans and goals a reality. And I believe our city is fortunate enough to have some of the best employees in the state. And thank you to all of our volunteers and engaged residents. Those of you that serve our community in some capacity on a planning commission, on various committees that we have, the youth council, or other volunteer projects. Whether you attend one of our city events, recreational opportunities, or find other ways to participate civically, your involvement makes our community truly prosper and makes us great. And lastly, I want to thank Greg Summerhays and the South Valley Chamber for offering to partner with us tonight in this event. Last summer, our governing body evaluated the needs and desires of our business community, and we felt as if the South Valley Chamber could provide a boost to our local business here in Riverton. With the name recognition, a large member pool, and access to innovative trainings and resources, we decided to officially join South Valley Chamber last August. From day one, Greg and his team have really hit the ground running, and we have already seen, I believe, a substantial benefit in our community as a result of our partnership with you, so thank you. To me, it seems natural to combine the State of the City's address with these business and service awards that we're going to have at the conclusion of this address. Riverton City had another excellent year in 2019. And as mayor, I love seeing the fact that more and more of our residents have been getting involved. And I hope that that trend continues and we all work to make Riverton an even better place to live, work, and play. Over the last year, our elected officials and staff have worked tirelessly to make sure we accomplish all of the strategic priorities and initiatives that were created in 2018. And although these initiatives were planned to be completed in 4 years, or in 2022, I'm proud to announce that we have already completed, as a city, we've already completed about 75% of all the initiatives that we sought out to do in 2018. And as we look towards 2020, I have every reason to believe it will continue to be a year of great accomplishment, furthering the state of our city as one that is strong, prosperous, and growing. I'd like to just take a couple of minutes and highlight some key achievements in 2019 and some things to look forward to here in 2020. First, the launch of our new Riverton Police Department. July 1st of 2019 was officially the first date of our Riverton Police Department. And today we have about 9 more officers in our precinct than what the Unified Police Department historically averaged they had serving our community. And this all comes at a cost of no more than what we were paying Unified Police Department. Our police force, I believe, is the top in the state. And we have the benefit of having seasoned men and women who come to work every day and who are dedicated to keep our city and all of our residents safe. Since the inception of the police department, I firmly believe that we've already seen a noticeable positive difference in the level of service and the responsiveness and response times than we've ever seen before. Next, no fee increases. Replacing the Salt Lake Valley Law Enforcement Service Area in 2018 has now resulted in about a 20% savings to all of us as Riverton residents, and that's about $1.2 million in property tax savings. We're now moving into our 3rd year of the Riverton Law Enforcement Service Area, and that city-controlled law enforcement service area has not had a single tax increase, and I personally do not see one on the horizon for the next several years. Riverton City continues to have a 0% property tax rate and had no fee increases for utilities and boasts what is the lowest combined utility fees in the county and definitely amongst our neighboring communities. We see anywhere from about a 25 to 50% savings when you take into account all of our utilities: water, stormwater, secondary water, and sanitation fees. The financial outlook of our city is strong, and that includes also our level of debt and debt service. We continue to maintain our general fund balance which is our rainy day fund, at close to the state maximum. We currently have $3.1 million in our city general fund. And other fund balances for enterprise accounts are very healthy and strong. Our principal balance in total debt has decreased almost 30% over the last 5 years. We've dropped from about $49 million in debt or indebtedness to about $35 million today. And that equates to about $1,100, what was about $1,100 per person in Riverton in terms of the debt obligation, to about $800. We also have been fortunate and blessed with increasing sales tax revenue. The sales tax revenue over the last 5 years has gone up almost 43%, from $5.6 million to $7.5 million. And this is a key source of revenue for the city, because that really allows us as elected officials, as we go through the budget, to keep the other taxes and fees low if we can have and count on this revenue source. Mountain View Village. This last year we broke ground on Phase 2. We've already seen the great value that Phase 1 has brought our community, with excellent shopping and dining locations. Phase 2 is even more exciting, with plans for a 14-screen luxury Cinemark theater, and it will also bring in many specialty retail and dining locations. And Phase 2, I believe, will really make Mountain View Village that gathering place that we have been talking about for some time. It'll also provide some office space and hundreds of new jobs. When all said and done, Mountain View Village will have about 1.6 million square feet of office and retail, and estimated to bring in millions of dollars in sales tax revenue. We appreciate Mountain View Village in our city. The Riverton Cemetery expansion occurred last year. That was completed back in July, and the expansion makes it possible for more of our residents to be buried in our community. In total, we had just under 1,000 new burial plots that were created with this expansion effort, and to date, we've sold almost 400 plots. Next, we've seen the Southwest Visioning Project or study. We launched the Southwest Vision Project to map out how the southwest cities of Riverton, Bluffdale, Copperton Township, Harriman, South Jordan, and West Jordan can best address growth and infrastructure challenges. Yeah, we're projected to see the number of households that we have in those 6 communities double over the next 30 years. And you can imagine what a challenge that is going to be then in terms of especially transportation and infrastructure, just to maintain the level of service that we have or the quality that we've grown accustomed to today. So that importance of this project cannot be overstated. And the importance of this cannot be overlooked. This first phase that we're just wrapping up now, with the balance of the project being concluded this fall, but this first phase gave an opportunity for residents just to weigh in and let us know what some of the major issues were and recommend some solutions. I believe we must all work together to ensure that the right planning is in place and that the execution of that planning leads to an increase in our quality of life. We also launched a opioid disposal initiative this year with the help of our good partners Intermountain Healthcare. The health and well-being of our residents will always be one of our top priorities. In an effort to help combat the state and local opioid epidemic, we partnered with a Utah-based company that offers the first ever solution that renders unused or expired pharmaceuticals immediately non-retrievable. In doing so, we became the first municipality in the state to proactively fight against this national issue. Our efforts led to the formation of a partnership between Riverton, our Utah Attorney General, the DEA, the Utah Opioid Task Force, and Riverton Intermountain Hospital. For the benefit of our residents, we have on-site destruction site available at our police station, and there are personal take-home bottles available at the Southridge Pharmacy location at Riverton Hospital. We also installed last year a Veterans Monument at our cemetery. The willingness of our veterans, of America's veterans to sacrifice for this great country is the deepest form of love and devotion one could ever show. To honor these heroes, we unveiled our new Veterans Monument. Every veteran buried in our cemetery will have their name engraved to serve as a reminder of that sacrifice. The renovations at City Hall. For many years, you've probably seen City Hall and our community center been a bit neglected. And so fortunately, the City Council has approved some funding to be able to update the front of our building. That provides us with additional parking, a beautiful fountain, and flagpoles, and as you move inward, you'll notice a lot of changes to City Hall with flooring, new artwork, etc. We're also putting the finishing touches on renovations to our City Council chambers and also to our, what we call our pre-function lobby area across the auditorium. And into the next year, we'll be working with Riverton Arts Council to do a retrofit or an upgrade of that auditorium that we're really looking forward to. Transportation and connectivity. That's one of the largest issues that's facing our region. And we have recently completed Sentinel Boulevard, which is 4500 West that connects to the new high school. We're glad that's done. We also are looking forward to the completion over the next year or so, the grade-separated interchange that's at 126 South and Bangerter Highway. And then we have a number of other roadway projects that are in planning stages right now that we believe will help with alleviate some of the congestion that we all experience and will also improve the mobility throughout the city. We've also had an effort to focus on emergency management this year. This past year, it's been a real focus of the council, and for the first time in our city's history, we have hired an emergency management coordinator. Scott Chatwin is our new EMC, and he brings years of experience to our city. And he's helping to lead our emergency preparedness efforts to ensure our city has an operable emergency management plan. Thank you, Scott. And lastly, over the course of the past year, we've taken a number of measures to increase the way in which we inform residents and we try to get them engaged in the community. Just to give you a couple of stats, in 2019, we had over 600,000 page views on our website. We had over 20,000 printed newsletters that were distributed. We had some 13,000 email newsletters that went out. We unveiled a new text alert messaging system. We have the Riverton Connect mobile app with about 3,000 downloads. And our social media efforts continue to climb. We have 15,000 total online followers. I think that's one of the best in terms of following for any city in our state. And we had over 4.2 million digital content views. So I want to thank our staff for all of these efforts, and particularly our communications department that has really, really taken this on. Your city government has accomplished a lot over this last year. We've also seen great growth, which has brought about new opportunities and new challenges. The progress and accomplishments we have seen will continue as we realize the vision, mission, and strategic priorities laid out by the governing body. More than ever, before our city is, I believe more than ever now, our city is financially secure, safe, and prepared for future growth and challenges. Rest assured, your governing body is listening, we are learning, and we are continuing to lead. We should all be proud of our progress and confident in the future outlook of our city. Thank you all very much. All of the success really is because of you and because of all of your efforts. So thank you again. God bless you, and may God bless our great city of Riverton. I want to now introduce Greg Summerhays from the South Valley Chamber, speak a bit about the Chamber and also present our business awards. Greg.
So appreciate our partnership with Mayor Staggs and his team. After hearing all that, it's really a great time to be living and working in Riverton City. So many great and wonderful things happening here. This past year has been transformative for us as a chamber. We were the Sandy Chamber of Commerce, and we have evolved to be the South Valley Chamber. We renewed our partnership with Sandy City, but we were able to extend those partnerships now to Riverton City and to Draper City as well. As the South Valley region continues to grow, we are definitely faced with great opportunities, but also great challenges. As the mayor mentioned, transportation, infrastructure, air quality. Our unemployment rate is at 2.3%, and people are desperate for workers. And so as a chamber, we represent the voice of the business community throughout the region, and we work hand in hand with government to try and solve some of these difficult issues. I want to commend Mayor Staggs and Riverton City for their leadership in bringing together the Southwest mayors to address these issues head on. With our newly formed partnership with Riverton, we are eager and excited to bring the business perspective to these conversations and work hard with the city to create solutions to these challenges. The South Valley Chamber has a particular focus on building up the capacity of small businesses. Our Business Institute offers courses in finance, legal, digital marketing, HR, sales, and more. These academies help businesses gain the skills they need to grow their companies. Our signature program is our KeyBank Business Accelerator Academy. This is a 13-week mini MBA program that we offer to small business owners throughout the region. We utilize a national award-winning curriculum, and more than 6,000 companies from across the country have participated in this program. Locally, we have trained over 80 companies, and the results are truly remarkable. 1 year after graduating from the program, these businesses are seeing about a 29% increase in their revenues. A normal small business will grow by about 9% each year. So the fact that we're able to help these companies achieve a 29% increase in 1 year is pretty outstanding. They're also creating jobs, retaining jobs, and they have secured over $500,000 in funding to help grow their businesses. They're opening second locations, expanding their operations, and simply put, they are truly thriving. About 50% of small businesses go out of business by year 5. And this is a statistic that we just can't live with. So that's why we've implemented our Business Institute and brought these important programs to our business community to help them to grow. We're excited about our partnership with Riverton City to bring these valuable programs here to the business community. We're confident that our partnership will continue to grow and be strengthened, and that together we can foster a vibrant business community that is the envy of the whole state. Once again, I want to thank Mayor Staggs, his administration, the City Council, and all those that are working to help build up and support our business community. Now, let's get on to the awards. So grateful for the opportunity to be able to be here and recognize some great individuals and businesses that are thriving here in this community. I would like to invite the City Council, if they would please join us up here, and Mayor, if you would join us as well. I will start with our first award of the evening, which is Large Business of the Year. The Large Business of the Year is presented to a large business operating in Riverton that has seen significant success, growth, or innovation in the past year. Our Large Business of the Year is CenterCal Properties. CenterCal owns and operates Mountain View Village in Riverton. The company opened Phase 1 in 2018 and broke ground on Phase 2 in 2019. Phase 1 is anchored by Harmon's and offers numerous retail and dining options. Phase 2 will bring a luxury theater, specialty dining and retail, and will further enhance the development's mission of being a community gathering space. The positive impact of Mountain View Village on Riverton's is unmatched by any other development in the city's history. We'd like to welcome Scott Arrington and Lance Blackwood to come up to receive this award. Our next award is for Small Business of the Year. Werkz is a local Riverton company that has grown tremendously over the last 2 years under the leadership of founder and CEO Paul Stanton and his partner Nick Dutson. The company was ranked on the Inc. 500 list of fastest growing companies in America in 2017 and has been on the Inc. 5000 list in 2018 and 2019. Through a combination of high-level expertise and transparent customer-facing strategies, Werkz has established a long track record of positive ROI trajectories for companies in numerous spaces located across the United States. Please join me in congratulating Werkz on being the Small Business of the Year. Our next award is for Businessman of the Year. As a new hospital administrator, Todd Newbert has made a huge impact on the Riverton community. Todd has continued the hospital's mission to create partnerships that improve health outcomes. Under his leadership, Intermountain Riverton Hospital has partnered with Riverton City on an innovative narcotics disposal initiative and has partnered with the Riverton Library to distribute life-saving naloxone kits, and continues to be an outstanding community partner for events such as the Riverton Hope Walk and Riverton Half Marathon. Please join me in congratulating Todd Newbert. Our final business award for the evening goes to, is for the Businesswoman of the Year. Juliana Martin is the owner and operator of West Point Ballet. She first opened her business in September of 2018 in a basement studio with 25 students. Since that time, the business has expanded into a large studio next to Peterson's Market. Today, West Point Ballet boasts over 160 students who come from many communities in both Salt Lake and Utah counties. Juliana gives back to the community by teaching free ballet classes at Riverton Library once a month, exposing hundreds of children to ballet that may not have had the opportunity to experience it otherwise. Please join me in welcoming or in congratulating Juliana Martin as this year's Businesswoman of the Year. We have the Mayor's Service Award,
And then we have the Excellence in Public Safety Award, and then the Outstanding City Employee Award. Good, we've got 3 more left on the table. The Mayor's Service Award is presented to a resident of Riverton who has provided outstanding service to the city or community throughout the year. And this year's recipient is Pam Henderson. So Pam, as anybody knows, Pam is very well deserving of this award. She's the current volunteer advisor for the Riverton Youth Council, a member of the Riverton City Events and Inclusion Committee, and a prime example of a resident who just strives to make a difference and make our community better. She's extremely supportive of all Riverton City events and initiatives and frequently gives a lot of her time to volunteer, and often does it without recognition. And it's just this type of selfless service and can-do attitude that exemplifies many within our community. And so again, Pam, I want to present you with this award. Thank you so much. Next is the Excellence in Public Safety Award. This award is presented to a member of the Riverton Police Department or Unified Fire Authority who has shown an outstanding commitment to public safety or otherwise performed his or her duties with distinction. This year's recipient is Officer Tanner Grubb. Well, you've been with the department since the beginning.
Yeah.
Which is an entire, 6-7 months. Past the 6.
It's the quickest award I've ever gotten.
So Chief Hudson wrote this about Officer Grow. He is recognized as an expert report writer and has been a mentor for many of Riverton Police Department's young officers. Officer Grow is a very conscientious and observant officer and takes seriously his responsibility to spend time in Riverton neighborhoods to protect citizens and their property. He exemplifies RPD's customer service model and exhibits kindness and compassion in the performance of his duties. He's an invaluable asset to the Riverton Police Department, and I know that firsthand. Thank you very much. Now, the Outstanding City Employee Award. This is presented to a Riverton City employee who has demonstrated excellence on the job throughout the past year and has shown a commitment to Riverton City's vision and our mission. And this year's recipient is Trace Robinson, who is our Director of Public Works and our City Engineer. I've got a bit here about Trace, but I don't need it. Trace is just a phenomenal employee. I guess the one part I will read is that you've been here with the city since August of 2007. But I know the rest of the council has really enjoyed working with Trace. He exhibits and just demonstrates a can-do attitude and the ability to think outside the box. And that's part of our vision and our mission is to be able to do that, to be innovative and also hold each other accountable. And I know that he does that with the group that he oversees and helps instill that philosophy throughout the rest of our city. So it's my honor to be able to present this award to you tonight, Trace. Thank you. Again, I just want to thank all of you for being here tonight, for all the service that you render our community. Again, we have so many that are here that serve at our planning commission or various committees. There's so many ways that you can be involved in our city and make it such a great place to live, work, and play, and to really make it prosper. So thank you all again for being here tonight, and thank you for our partners at the South Valley Chamber. Appreciate it.